And let's move to Paladins. Let's do Paladin Warrior on the next video. So let's start with the skills. Let's see what Paladins have. You get Secret Shield as a healer. You have Seal of Wisdom. You get Divine Plea at level 16, which is pretty good, I would say. For healers and tanks, I assume. I assume tanks get that too. Let's go to Protection. Shield of Righteousness, always nice to have. Anything else that stands out? Obviously, what you guys see, you start with Crusader Strike, which is pretty nice. But yeah, let's go to the Mystic Enchantments. Let's see what Paladins can do. Again, Paladins have 6 pages, but let's focus on the gameplay defined ones. Reduce all damage taken in Righteous Fury by 3% and increase all threat generated by 12%. This is for tanking. Holy Mastery. Increase the critical strike chance of your spells by 4% and reduce the mana cost by 4%. Retribution Mastery. Increase your chance to critically strike with attacks by 4%. Increase all holy damage done by 4%. Executioner Sentence. A hammer slowly falls from the sky, causing holy damage over 10 seconds. This cumulates in a final burst of damage, dealing damage to enemies within 5 yards. Dispelling this effect triggers the final burst. I don't know, this looks to me more like a PvP talent, but yeah, maybe it has a PvE. Maybe you can use this in a raid environment also. Hammerstorm. Holy Hammer surrounds you for 5 seconds, increasing your armor by 30% and dealing 33 holy damage every second to nearby enemies and reduce their attack speed by 20%. I do like this one. I don't know. Something about this makes me like really... almost makes me like I wanna try like tanking Paladin with this thing. Light of the Guardian. Absorb 14 damage and deal 60 high threat holy damage to enemies within 8 yards for the Paladin. Also reduce damage taken by 10% and increase healing received by 30% for 6 seconds. With a 30-second cooldown. This is pretty good also. Blessing of the Divines. Your Paladin heals have a 33% chance to trigger a random blessing. This can only occur once every 10 seconds. Blessing of the Divine. Increase healing taken by 5% and reduce damage taken by 5%. Heal 3 party members within 30 yards of you. Heal 3 party members within... okay. This is... I kind of like this one also. One with a light. Let me adjust the mic a bit. One with light. Increase your holy damage by 10% but reduce your physical damage dealt by 10%. Your Crusader Strike, Divine Storm and Hammer deal extra holy damage, scaling with your spell power. I don't know about this one. I don't see a use for this, to be honest. Beacon of the Virtue. Applies Beacon of the Virtue to your target and 4 injured allies within 30 yards for 15 seconds. While active, your Holy Light flashlight also heals the affected. This is like Beacon of Light, but AoE. I think something like this exists on retail also. Priest of Faith. Using Seal of Righteousness, Seal of Command, Seal of Vengeance or Seal of Corruption while a different one of those seals is already active, grants you the previously active seal for 8 seconds. These seals have their global cooldown reduced to 1 second, no longer cost any mana but have a 10-second cooldown. So you can like rotate your seals to get their buffs. This is like for a Retri Paladin. Maybe a playstyle like this can work, like we see, who knows. Holy Templar, Crusader Strike, Divine Storm, and Holy Soak grants you Holy Power. You can consume 3 Holy Power to use Templar Verting or Word of Glory. Crimson Defense. Blocking attack grants you Crimson Defense. Consume 3 stacks to empower your next ability. Stacks up to 6 times. We can empower Shield of Righteousness. Deal an additional 3 holy damage to 5 nearby enemies. Or we can empower Avengers. Increase your block value by 50% and threat by 10%. I don't like this one. Like, there are pretty much... I do like Hammerstorm. Like, if you can Bladestorm something, you can also Hammerstorm something. That's the Paladin way. Glimmer of Light. Flash of Light leaves a glimmer of light on a friendly target, lasting for 15 seconds. Increase healing taken by the Paladin by 3%. Healing an ally with Holy Soak also heals an ally with Glimmer of Light for 70% of the healing done. So, like, the Glimmer spec is active. You can play like a Glimmer Paladin. This used to work on retail, but you can only use like Holy Soak. I'm not sure if there is a way to reduce your Holy Soak cooldown. They will not be healed by Crusader Strike or something else. Guardian of the Ancient Kings. Transform into a Guardian of Ancient Kings, resetting the cooldown of Hammer of Righteousness, Divine Storm. While active, their cooldowns are reduced by 50%. Also increase your damage done and reduce damage taken. This can work too, you know, pretty nice. But that's with the Paladin. Let's move with the Warrior. There is some information about the Warriors on the official Ascension realm, on their YouTube channel. But yeah, let's at least let's go see the talents for ourselves. So let's see the Warrior skills. You get Shattering Throw, which is pretty nice. We get Commanding Shout. Anything that stands out here? Spell Reflect. We do get Spell Reflect. But yeah, let's move to the Mystic Enchantments. Let's focus on the legendary ones that will define our gameplay. Let's see how many Warrior has in total. 7 pages also. But yeah. What is Artifact? Artifact is this one. But yeah, you get Colossus Mass. Smash the target 100% armor piercing weapon damage. This attack weakens the defenses of your target, increasing the damage you deal to the target by 10%. That's like a retail spell also. Fury Mastery increase the chance to hit with your offhand by 6%. Double the armor penetration rating granted from battle stance. Protection Mastery reduce all damage taken while in defensive stance by 3% and increase all threat generated by 12%. Raging Blow, teaching you Raging Blow using Blood Rage, Death Wish or Recklessness grants a chance of Unbridled Rage, causing your next Raging Blow not to trigger a cooldown. Up to a maximum of 3 charges can be stored. Dragon's Roar. Roar explosively deal 16 armor piercing physical damage to reducing their movement speed. Stormbolt, that's a retail spell also. We know what it does, it's like a stun. Bulwark. Raise a mighty bulwark that grants you 40% block chance and causes you to deal physical damage to nearby enemies every second. Modified by your shield block value but reduce the movement speed by 30%. Last 6 seconds. Heavyweight. Dealing damage with overpower or execute grants 2 stacks and slam grants 1 stack of heavyweight. Increase your physical damage dealt by 1%, stacking up to 6 times. After you reach the max stacks, you gain Ready to Crush. Your next Mortal Strike deals 30% increased damage and has a 30% increased critical strike chance. Your next Thunderclap sends out an Aftershock. Pretty nice. Ambidextrous. Your Heroic Strike also hits with your offhand weapon. Wow! Dealing 75% weapon damage. After using Heroic Strike, you deal 5% decreased damage with your offhand attacks for 8 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Enduring Edges. While Shield Block is active, your Shield Slam can hit an additional 3 targets. Using Shield Slam extends the duration of Shield Block by 3 seconds. Pretty good. Ravager, this is like a retail spell, throwing a whirlwind weapon at the target location. Yeah, we know what it does. Gladiator Stance, an aggressive combat stance. While wearing a shield in Gladiator Stance, you can use any other stance abilities and use Revenge after critically strike. Additionally, Shield Slam no longer generates bonus threat. This is like on the official video, this is like you can play a warrior with a shield and do DPS with it. You can have a shield and a weapon and act like a DPS. And Bloodbath. For the next 6 seconds, your melee abilities deal 6 bleed damage over 5 seconds. Who knows? Maybe this will be good, maybe this will be bad. But yeah, that's about the warriors. Let's move to 2 other classes.